The European Under-18 champs was crazy in the 100 metres. Let's go over the women's first, where Doualla Edimo was able to win with 11:14. There are many men that can't run that. But she backs up her under-20 medals from Finland last year at 15, with under-18 medals at 16 in a very fast and almost world-class time. And on the men, the star boy Divine Iheme fulfilled the prophecy with a 10:29 win. I mean, he looked great through the rounds. He looks bigger, he looks stronger, he can go faster. And people say that he's peaked, but I think he's only going to grow into his body and get even faster. And there could be a limit for neither of these athletes, and more to come with some fantastic athletes later. Let's give it up for the one named Joe Skeins. Because if you don't know, the Blackheath and Bromley Harrier went out and won European Championships. And he did it in a bit of a kick and re-kick, which is a bit unconventional and a hard way to win. But he was able to grit his teeth and do so. And as an absolute cult hero of British distance running, as one of my personal favourites as well. This is very nice to see. And I think he has the capabilities to go and do great things, like a gold medal in the 1500 at a high level. But only time will tell. European Under-18 champs was an absolute banger, so let's go through as much of it as we can. 1. Eljura Philipsen set a European record in the short hurdles with a 12:96, though Yunus Sivilek of Turkey took the title. 2. An almost world-class performance won the women's long jump, as Kristina Zafarova jumped up to 6:47. Another championship record, another Britain medal in the discus, as Moya Stamfunsen threw 64:92. It was a 333 for the Czech Republic in the 400. In the men's 2, the championship favourite Ethan Hegarty broke the championship record in the heats, but a PB for his national teammate Bronson Hearn-Smith won the title. Mugel Dupois was able to win the men's 800, when the fastest were eventually ran out of it. Tito Wadaniki jumped 16 again to break the championship record in the triple jump. Botkova won the 400 hurdles, with Bertolini winning the bronze for Britain. And I could chew your head off about how I think she should run the flat 4, but after a season of injury, that's an impressive result. From lane 1, may I add. Freddie Rowe took the 15 with a 53 last lap. He might actually be a world-class kicker in the future. A near 14-metre jump saw Victoria Angelova win, which is another one of those almost world-class performances by the under-18s. And Sebastian Andreev won the decathlon. And what stood out is that he ran a 48 in the 400. That would hold strong with some of the actual open 400 runners. So Joe Skeins was able to win the European champs, as I've said on this channel before. But this video is going to be about why I see him as a huge 1500-metre threat going forward. Because a lot of people are going to say, oh yeah, he should do the 3000. You can see the clear pathway. But if you look at former 1500-metre Olympic champions, they have fantastic capability in the 8, which he has as a 152 performer, which isn't going to win national titles, but it'll get you dang close. And clearly, as we've seen, a fantastic 3. The 1500 metres is probably the only event in track where you need to be good at the event above and the event below to be absolutely class at it. And I mean Olympic champion class. And not many people are going to be able to do that in their careers. But Joe Skeins has shown that he already can. And his incredible ability to combine a fantastic aerobic engine with some pretty good closing speed, which we saw in this European Champs final. He has the traits to do it. And maybe if not Olympic champion, go on to do something great in the 15. So this European Championships, we've seen some performances that you could argue are actually world class. Like Muwala in the women's 100 and Zaharova in the women's 4 hurdles. The women's field has one as well. Angelova, 13.98. Dang! I mean, you're seeing a lot of 13s on the circuit. And with a 13.98, I wouldn't be surprised if she pushes up to the 14s in the future. So she might already be bordering on world class, or world class depending on how you define it. But yeah, what I noticed, the big difference between the best youth triple jumpers and the best senior triple jumpers is consistency. And consistency is not just going to win you events, but it's going to win you prize money. I only presume that's going to be the key for her to succeed in the future. But that's going to come with time and experience, and she's got a lot of that on her hand. So hugely excited to see fantastic things like that. Is British high jumping going to take off? And we have Joel Clark-Kahn, who won the UK Champs in 2:28, and Kamani Jack, who did fantastically at the Diamond League in Monaco and in great in Georgia, and an even younger 2:20 jumper with Otis Poole. Add Sam James to the list of huge potential high jumpers with a 2:25 personal best at European Under-18s. I mean, 2:25 is fantastic. The world's best this year are struggling in 2:25. And there is a little bit of a drought in the high jump in terms of class, especially compared to where it was about 10-15 years ago. Not necessarily in Britain, but in the world. So it's incredibly refreshing to see athletes like Samuel James go out and do such a madness like this. So now I ask you, how easily toyed with is the 230 barrier going to be in the future? And can we even make talks of the 240 barrier? Tell me what you think in the comments, and if you like this sort of content, drop a follow.